Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 11-3. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. And I do invite you to click on that button right there on the Facebook side. Click on the link and join me on camera. I'll bring you on right after I do the weather. You can share information, you can shoot the breeze, or even promote your business. That would be awesome. Also, if you could share this out, that would be really great so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. Okay, I'm going to start out with the Word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. I always like to point out there's some really good programs and services listed on the Word page, and they're offered by local nonprofits, also by the city of Durham and Durham County. So when you have time, just go down the list and just see what pertains to you. Also, there are some city board vacancies I want to tell you about because with today being the 3rd, that means that's the deadline to let them know that you want to apply for, I almost said membership, but to be a board member. Let me just tell you where these vacancies are. So there's 2 vacancies. There's one in the Durham Open Space and Trails Commission. The other is the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. So if you're interested in those, then definitely put in your application by the end of the day and see it. And also click on the link and see what you'll have to do because there's some work involved. So if you're interested in any of these areas, then definitely check them out. The upcoming vacancies will involve Durham Planning Commission and also the Raleigh-Durham Airport Authority. Okay, let's see. Oh, I do have a new entry here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. So so Durham Environmental Quality, they're going to have a public hearing today. It's going to be about the proposed reclassification of part of the Eno River. So what they want to, the city wants to do, or what the city is thinking of doing, since Durham is, as you know, Durham is blowing up. I mean, it's growing like crazy. So drinking water, where is it going to come from? So basically, the city is planning or thinking about planning to pump water from part of the Eno River and then store it over in 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗧 for future use. The concerns about some folks here in Durham are that the groundwater near the quarry has been found to be contaminated with something called benzene and dioxane. So if you are also concerned about this, definitely go to the meeting. It's going to be a public hearing. It will be held starting at 6 o'clock this evening in person at the Durham Technical Community College's Northern Durham Center, not the one over here on Lawson. This one is on Snow Hill Road. You might not have known there's actually 2 Durham Techs. So anyway, this is going to be held in Building 1. I do have the address and everything that you need right there on the Word page. So definitely. And this will probably concern all of us Durhamites. I don't know. I mean, if you don't think this will concern your community, then really look into this and make sure you're right before you turn a deaf ear, so to speak, versus a blind eye. Anyway, let me continue. You can still vote early. It's almost election day, but some people really like to vote early because it's so easy. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to go to a particular spot. You can go to any of these locations that I'm going to mention. And let me go ahead and mention them. Durham County Main Library, downtown, North Regional Library, East Regional Library, South Regional Library, Duke University's Karsh Alumni Center, North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building, Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, and or the River Church. And you can vote as late as 7:30 tonight. You can also vote on Saturday between 8 and 3. Sunday will be too late, so you have to vote. If you want to vote early, vote by Saturday. And consult Kids Voting Durham's wonderful election guide. I'll tell you about that when I get to the legal page. Let's see, the Durham County libraries are all open until 6. That does include Bragtown. And there's a couple of classes at Durham Tech that I want to tell you about. These are online classes that are for entrepreneurs. So let's see, there's like 4 classes. They're all free and they're all online. So the first one listed here is from 2 until 3 this afternoon. Legal considerations for franchising your business or buying a franchise. That's an easier, well, it's expensive, but it's an easier way to get into, for example, the food business. So that's going to be from 2 until 3. Here's one from 6 until 8, starting a social enterprise or mission-driven business. And then from 6 until 8, there's a class, Grant Seeking 101. And the last one that I will be listing from 6 until 8, increasing your faith-based, nonprofit, and small business outreach. We all want to do that. So definitely see if you can attend that one. That one is from 6 until 8. And now we're going to go to the health page where I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine update, plus places you can pick up the at-home rapid COVID-19 tests. Let's see. Also on the health page, NAMI Durham has something going on tonight. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So they're going to have the Stress and Anxiety Support Group for African Americans. It's kind of like a hangout that they host every Thursday from 7 until 9, where we can just talk about stuff and give each other pointers and get some guidance. So that, again, is free. It's from 7 until 9 online. Read about it on the health page. And the American Red Cross is going to have a blood drive today, so let's check that out. So the American Red Cross is there's 2 blood drives. Epworth United Methodist Church on Hope Valley Road. They have not started yet. They will start in a few minutes from 1 until 6. And then First Presbyterian Church, which is downtown on Main Street, they will be there also from 1 until 6. All righty. Let's go to the health events page by clicking on the big blue button at the top of the health page. Let's see what's happening with the support groups. Let's see. There is a meeting tonight, 5:30 until 6:30, free and online, fertility support group for women after cancer. So that's going to be tonight, 5:30 until 6:30. It's run by Duke. I have the email address, so you can write to this person and get the link for Zoom. Now we're going to go to the legal page. There's more pages, but I choose certain pages to visit during Bull City Hangout, and you can take your time and visit the rest. So I mentioned Kids Voting Durham. So they have put together this wonderful online publication. It's a vote planner and election guide. It's really handy for those who have not voted before. You want to know what it's all about. Also, if you're not sure who's running and what the topics are and, you know, the concerns or whatever, you might want to take a peek at the election guide before heading out to vote. So Kids Voting Durham, they do a really good job. Now, early voting, I talked about this already. That's also listed. The same information that's on the Word page, I copied and placed it on the legal page as well. So there's no way you can miss it. Let's see. I think there's a workshop today. Yes, Legal Aid of North Carolina. They have these webinars. They're really helpful. Let's see. Now, today they'll be talking about Social Security Disability Clinic. That is today. 2:30 until 4, learn about the application process. Also learn how to prove that you're entitled to benefits. So if you're curious about that, Social Security Disability Clinic is led by Legal Aid NC, starting at 2:30 online. Okay, the last page that we will visit is, let's see, the Let's Go page. How about that? The calendar of events page, so to speak. So let me scroll down to 3. So, Durham City Council, they're having a work session. I have this listed on the legal page and I skipped over it. But yeah, the work session is today, 1 until 5. So if you're curious about that, definitely attend in person or any of the various ways that are listed on the Legalese page. Also, New Visions of Africa Restaurant, as they do every weekday, they will be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. And I told you about the public hearing. I repeated the information on the Let's Go page as well. It starts at 6 o'clock. High Wire Brewing Durham, they're going to have their mini pop-up market. That's going to be today, 6 until 8, which is right outside in that nice grassy area where you can set up your tent. And I don't want to make it sound like anybody can do this. I'm sorry. One person's chosen every week. So you put in an application if you're an artist. And then they have the chosen artist to go ahead and set up shop in a tent or whatever. Outside of High Wire, and then they can sell their items. And I don't think they have to share the proceeds with anyone. So if you're interested in that, then fill out the form. And if you're interested in visiting a local artist and see what they're up to, definitely. With the holiday season coming up soon, I know we just celebrated Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, but still, Christmas is coming, Hanukkah and whatnot, Kwanzaa. So you might want to start doing your early shopping. When I was young and I was a 9-to-5er, I think I had my Christmas shopping done by like the end of September because I was a really good shopper back then, catching those deals. Let's see. I think let's see. Is that it? Oh, tomorrow morning, right. If you are in need, the Salvation Army of Durham, they do this every Friday. Free Food Friday. So you head over there, 909 Liberty Street between 10 and noon. With your photo ID, and then they'll give you food. Sometimes they have pet food, and sometimes they even have hygiene items. Also, if you like to volunteer, they would love to have you. So if you can be there by around 8-ish, go ahead and call them. I have the phone number right there. They'll tell you when to come in if you'd like to volunteer. Okay, let's check the weather. It is so nice out. It is 64. It's totally sunny. It's going to be sunny all day long. It's going up to 70. I am so happy about that. Tomorrow, I don't want to make Guy our cook. Oh, shoot. I hope I'm not hurting his feelings. He's in Washington State, sitting here probably suffering. But tomorrow, not to brag because I have nothing to do with it, 75 degrees tomorrow and sunny. Just saying. So let's bring on Guy, our cook, and he always shares wonderful information. I am curious about what's happening in Washington State. So let's bring on Guy. Hello, Guy.
Hello. Thanks for having us on.
Hope I didn't hurt your feelings bragging about the 75 degree temperature.
I went out and we had cracks sealed in our driveway, and the guy said, "Well, you shouldn't drive on it today. Wait till tomorrow." So I went out this morning and moved the car from where I had it parked on the street into the garage.
Mm-hmm.
It was brisk, very brisk.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have to scrape the window, but
oh goodness, I hope not.
We were a degree away from doing that. I think it was 33 or something, just really cold. But the reason I came in, I wanted to find out if Patricia got to get the peach salsa.
I didn't get a chance to look because I was so busy the afternoon. When I was done, I immediately left the house and I was out and about. And but I have it in my notes. I have it in my notes to check.
All right.
So, I'm not going to pass that up.
Okay. Underneath that,
I took that very serious, Guy.
Yes. Under that, today is National Make a Guy Cook Day, or Make a Man Cook. You know, the husband is supposed to prepare the meal. Well, I don't have to do it today because I did it last night.
Okay, what did you make?
We call it goulash, but it's not really goulash, but it's, for lack of a better way of saying it. Okay. I started cooking the macaroni and cheese. I get 4 cheese, macaroni and cheese, and the cheese comes in a foil pouch instead of that powdered stuff.
Okay.
So I started boiling the noodles.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side of the stove, I started browning the hamburger.
Okay.
At the same time I'm cooking all that, I got one of those, you cook it in the bag frozen vegetables. So I
Oh
put
yeah.
I put broccoli in the microwave
Mm.
for 4.5 minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my favorite vegetable.
The stuff that makes it oh so good is Campbell's, shameless plug for Campbell's, cream of mushroom soup.
Ooh.
I drained the grease off of the hamburger
Mm-hmm.
and then rinsed out the strainer so I could strain the noodles later. And then
Mm-hmm.
put the hamburger back in the pan where it was still warm. Put the mushroom soup on top of the hamburger, stirred it all around.
That sounds good.
Just
Tasty.
don't make the soup, just right out of the can, the
Yeah.
concentrate.
Okay. Yeah.
At that time, the mac and cheese noodles were done. So they had
Mm-hmm.
Darlene test one. You always got to
Okay.
take this one noodle out and test it, make sure.
Okay.
So she said, "Yep, it's done." I said, "Oh, good." So I put them through the strainer,
Mm-hmm.
put it back in the same pan because it's a
Mm-hmm.
big kettle that I cooked that in.
Okay.
And then I added in the cheese from the foil packet, added in the broccoli. I strained the broccoli. I just held the zip on the bag, let a little bit
Sure.
of juice occurs.
Okay.
Put the broccoli in with that. So I got mac and cheese with broccoli. And then I added the hamburger with the mushroom soup,
Mm-hmm. That
stirred it
sounds
all
good.
around.
Yeah.
I could win a medal. And if they ever have the cooking Olympics, I will put that into the contest. That is so good.
Oh, okay, hold on. I
Okay.
mean, everything you mentioned is tasty, but you don't add any extra little spices, or is that good? Whoa.
It's a
Okay.
23 joule stem winding wonder of cook technology. And who would
Sounds
know
like
better than a
you.
cook? See it right there.
Oh, guy
I've
or
been a
cook.
cook for 71 years,
I
sometimes in
love
the
it.
kitchen.
Love it. Wow, that is pretty awesome. Now, speaking of your name, some people with names like Cook and Taylor, and I can't think of any other, Baker, they actually have family history of people who did those jobs. So, do you have any family history of someone who
Um,
cooked?
there's some king in England, my Aunt Barbara, my mom's sister, she's
Mm-hmm.
really into genealogy, like
Mm-hmm.
over the top. She considers ancestry and 23andMe and all that stuff as just fluff and nonsense. She doesn't even credit that as being real. Okay,
Well, they do.
she gets
They
all these
do.
books that you look stuff up. So anyway,
Yeah, they warn you that it's just for entertainment
well, it
purposes.
started off. She found out that we were on the Mayflower. My mom's
Okay.
side of the family came on the Mayflower.
Mm-hmm.
So then she started looking back before that,
Mm-hmm.
because usually to come to America from Europe, you had to have a skill. They didn't just let you buy a ticket and get on the bus. It was one of those deals where you had to know how to do something that they needed in order for you to come over. Okay.
Fair enough. Okay.
So my mom's maiden name was McClellan.
Mm-hmm.
And the first deeded landholders in Newfoundland were
Mm-hmm.
McClellans. And
Oh.
then coming over on the Mayflower, I think the Mayflower happened before Newfoundland. I'm not the genealogy person, so I'm kind
Okay.
of big on that. But the oldest job I could find was, the guys that used to make knights and armor. I mean,
Oh. Okay.
today we'd
Okay.
call them blacksmiths, but they were
Okay.
called armorers back then.
Armorers.
And
Okay.
I think that my ancestor was an armorer, a guy that
Okay.
made swords and all that kind of crap.
Okay.
So I'm sure that when he got to the States, he was not making suits of armor and swords and stuff. He was making stuff like
Oh,
plows
knives.
and so forth that could be used.
Mhm.
I wasn't there. I just heard rumors.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because I was visiting UCAN's garden, and I was talking with Delphine, and she said that a lot of innovations in farming came about by farmers knowing that they needed something that they didn't have and would describe it to the local person who did what you're talking about with the
Yeah,
you know, with
somebody with a skill,
the
a craft,
blacksmiths.
right?
Yeah, they'd say, can you make something that does this, and maybe it's like this, like this long or
Right.
whatever. And they say a lot of innovations came that way.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they
Yeah.
did.
So your
It's one
ancestor
of
was
those.
probably very well respected.
Now
Probably
let's
help out.
talk about StreamYard.
StreamYard, yes.
Okay. Can
Wait,
you?
hold it. I have to.
Okay.
You said StreamYard, which means I need to point out to the folks watching, StreamYard is the live streaming app that
That's
I'm
what this
using to.
is. That's what this is.
Yes, that's what
Right.
you're watching. The broadcast to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the same time. Go ahead, Guy.
Yes. So you go to the Facebook announcement that says, "Hey, we're going to have the Bull City Hangout."
Mm-hmm.
Click here. So I just go down to the comments, and Patricia puts in a comment. She's got a live link right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
then I started wondering, well, what about people that the only device they have is a phone? Can they
Mm-hmm.
phone in to a session? Not a video call, right? Not opening the browser on their phone, but actually doing a yak yak yak, just doing audio only.
StreamYard you can use with a phone and tablet.
Yes, you can. And
Yeah,
the description I'm reading here in the Google search has to do with Google Voice.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Google Voice is where you can have a phone on your computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to have a microphone anyway.
Yeah.
And you can call in. You run the StreamYard in Chrome, and you open Google Voice in Safari, and that's as far as I read.
Okay.
It's 4 easy ways of setting up a call-in show in StreamYard. So if somebody is, as you often refer to it, as camera shy, but Lord knows they talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, bazinga, there it is.
That's one way to do it. And you can always post your little, just like with Zoom, you can post a little photo of yourself if you don't want to appear on camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think Barb does that. She doesn't do a live picture.
Right.
She has a thumbnail, an avatar, I think is the word.
Mm-hmm.
And
Barb Tomlin often doesn't show her face. And sometimes she uses some kind of software where she appears as a dragon or a cat or something.
Oh, yeah, and the lips move when she's talking. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That's real cool.
Well, this cup is empty.
Oh, you got to do something about that, Guy.
And I've got to fill that up. I want to thank you.
Let me show you something real quick because you mentioned, I hate to leave. That means you're going to tell a bad joke, a corny joke.
No, I don't tell it. I just go to the computer and say, tell me a joke.
What did the tortilla chip say to the cheese? It's not your business.
Oops. Oh. Okay.
The computer's hit a joke, but I'll wait until Pat gets back.
What was the joke?
So what did the tortilla chip say to the cheese?
I don't know.
It's not your business.
I should have known that. That's bad. You are a coffee drinker. I just bought this. It's like a single serve coffee maker.
Okay. Let's clarify. You just started a rumor. This is my teacup. I don't drink coffee. I drink tea.
Oh, okay.
And I'm drinking it quite proper today. They had a thing the other day on Buy British. So I brought, oh gosh, what did it cost me? I think $12. Normally I spend about $5 for Lipton's. And this tea is called, it's made by a company in England called Twinings.
Oh yeah, Earl Grey is my favorite.
Yeah, well, that's what this is. This is Twinings
Mhm.
Earl Grey, and it's yummy.
I also like the peach.
I
Speaking
never
of
had
peach,
peach.
yeah, I have
I've got to
peach.
be careful
Oh,
because of medication. One time I ran out of my regular black tea, and I said, my cousin that's back east, she said, oh, her daughter, who's a nurse, has
mhm.
said that, oh, mom, you should drink green tea. That's really good for you. It's got
Yeah,
antioxidants, blah, blah, blah. And it does. And it is good for you, unless
yeah.
you're taking blood thinner like yours truly. And
Oh,
green tea is kryptonite for people that take warfarin. So if you're taking blood thinner and you run out of black tea, don't go to the cupboard and get the green tea out and drink that, because that's not good for you.
whoa, good to know. I mean, so you didn't accidentally drink some, did you?
Oh, I drank it for days. Now, when I get my blood test, and
Oh,
Jeannie Parker, this is now, think about this for a second, Pat. Think back to high school, first class of the day. Who in that room is now your primary care physician? That's what I went through when I moved back to Walla Walla
mm-hmm.
from living on the coast when I lived over in Port Orchard. And they said, well, you can call up Walla Walla Clinic and they'll give you a doctor. So I called up and they said, oh, you take warfarin? Because that's what she does. She's the
Mm-hmm.
warfarin person in Walla Walla.
Okay.
And so they said, Miss Parker could take care of you. Is she in relation to Jeannie Parker? That's her name. Did she go to Wahai? Yeah, I think she did. So I go in the first day, the first time, and there she is, Jeannie Parker, full of life.
That
Same.
must be really weird to not see somebody
And,
since
and then
childhood.
she gave me the blood test, and she gave me a big sermon about drinking green tea and don't do it. Because
Mm.
your level, the testometer, whatever that gadget's called, your level should be between 2 and 3 to be
Yeah,
crooked, to be right.
yeah.
And I was way past 3. I was like way high. No, maybe I was low. I was low. That's what it was. And
Mm.
that's when you have the danger of having a clot. And if you get too thin,
Oh,
then you can run into having internal bleeding. So it's kind of a
oh,
delicate line that you walk,
oh
and
my
it's no fun.
goodness.
Yeah, like
Oh.
this pill that they told me to take for COVID,
Mm-hmm.
Paxlovid, builds up your immune system and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the side effects is high blood pressure.
Oh. Oh
We
no.
do not do high blood pressure.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I sound pretty good today. Let's see, how many days? I came down with it on Saturday, the 22nd of October.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my urgent care test on the 24th. Oh, and by the way, this morning, what's
Mm-hmm.
today, November the 3rd? This morning at 1:18 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
their computer sent me and said, hey, we got test results for you. And it was from my test on the
Oh, in
24th.
the
I'm
morning. You
thinking,
woke up for that.
well, that's
Oh,
really built for speed, you know.
wow.
So
How
anyway,
inconvenient.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I masked up. Like I went down and picked up the mail. One of the
Mm-hmm.
things that happens when you have COVID and your mailbox is in a little kiosk down the street about a block away, you
Mm-hmm.
don't go get the mail because you're supposed to stay in the house, right?
Yeah. You've been so careful though. I'm surprised you had
So,
COVID.
so what you do when you go get the mail after not getting it for over a week,
Mm-hmm.
when you go to Walmart and they say, do you want a shopping bag? Because you've left yours in the car, like I do from time to time. You take
Mm-hmm.
one of those plastic bags with you to go get the mail because you're going to fill it up. There was a
Oh
bunch.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
and
Oh, bet.
and magazines like the one hard copy magazine that I still subscribe to every year since
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember is Wired. Wired.
You get wired. Oh, you're hip. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hip. That's what I've always thought. Anyway,
Cool. Well, I appreciate your dropping by, Guy. Continue to do better.
good
And
luck on getting the peach salsa. I'm kind of amiss thinking, gosh, she hasn't got it yet. Okay.
well, first I need to look for it locally, and then I'll probably end up ordering it
Just
because
here's what I would do.
was it Mrs. Renfro?
Just go on. No, you don't have to worry about Mrs. Renfro. Go on to Google
Mm-hmm.
and type peach salsa near me.
Near me. Okay.
And that's going to tell you which store's got peach salsa. Then find out which one has Mrs. Renfro's peach salsa,
Gotcha.
which is probably the one you're going to get anyway. Seems like they're a pretty big brand, come to find out.
Do you think they'd have it at like a wacky store like what's the store out in Chapel Hill?
Let's see, in North Carolina, yeah, Piggly Wiggly.
I've never seen a Piggly Wiggly. I've heard of
Oh.
it. It's so funny name.
Yeah, that was 30 years ago.
What is that hippie-esque store? The store chain.
Trader Joe?
Yeah. Do you think they'd have it there?
I don't know. I'll ask you just a second. Oh, I don't know if we have a Trader Joe here.
Oh.
Does
Where's your hippie population?
Trader Joe carry peach
Salsa.
peach salsa? Trader Joe's spicy smoky peach salsa reviews came up first.
Oh.
And they sell Trader Joe's peach salsa.
I didn't even know it was a thing until yesterday.
Now it's been
Day
discontinued
Oh.
about 10 years ago.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Renfro it is then.
Yeah, I would check and see, because as I scroll down the page,
Mm-hmm.
at first it came up Trader Joe's, yeah, and then it says, oh no, they don't make it anymore.
Okay. Well,
This might be good.
I'll get it somehow.
You ready? Peach.
Oh, sure.
I know you shop on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Peach mango salsa.
That's probably even better because I love me some mango.
I think I might try that.
I would take that before I would take the peach mango salsa.
Oh, and Amazon's got Mrs. Renfro's peach salsa. No GMO, gluten-free, good for you.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely look into it. Now that you mentioned the mango, I feel really compelled. You know what? I don't think you drink soda pop much, do you?
I don't drink. I can't have soda pop.
You don't drink it? Yeah.
That's
Well,
exterminated.
it's really hard to find, but Mountain Dew makes a mango flavor Mountain Dew, and it is incredibly good, but very, very hard to find.
I quit Mountain Dew I was drinking lots.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, oh, hey, you got to try this orange Mountain Dew. It's orange colored. I forget what flavor it was.
Okay.
It wasn't like orange juice flavor. It was just colored orange. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that gave me a kidney stone. I've never hurt so bad in my life ever at that dang kidney stone.
Ooh.
Ended up going to the hospital and blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
No more Mountain Dew for you.
Yeah, no more Mountain Dew. I haven't even had an inkling of an urge like think, oh gosh, it's been a long time since I had Mountain Dew.
Not if it hurts you like that.
No, not even. So
wow.
the write-up on Amazon for this Mrs. Renfro salsa is pretty cool. It's they're always going to be commercially driven. So it's a fruity salsa, real peaches. Add a summery sweetness to this mild salsa.
Mm-hmm.
No GMO, no gluten, no HFCS, whatever. Oh, high fiber carbon syrup, maybe, or corn syrup, high
Oh, okay.
fructose corn syrup,
Oh, okay. I heard that's bad. Okay.
and great for snacking or cooking. Eat it with chips, pour it over cream cheese, or cook it with pork tenderloin.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a low-calorie snack.
Mm-hmm.
Each serving is only about 15 calories,
Mm-hmm.
and there's 14 servings in a 16-ounce jar.
Okay. What about sodium content?
Um, it doesn't say.
Oh.
No, it doesn't give me that. Let's
Hmm.
see. Oh, but they've got a bunch of flavors: blackberry, serrano, pineapple.
Pineapple.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I wish they had a sampler like a multi-mini, like a little
Oh,
cute
you can
mini.
get a 4-pack of one of each bottle. Yeah.
That would be really cute.
Well, ask them. That's.
Well, I'll go to sometimes they do that on the websites. So I'll check the website.
Yeah. Look on Amazon because she's even got some. I call them nasty. She's got the salsa with their Carolina Reaper peppers in it. That's.
Oh, it's the real hot stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. I
It's
can't
got
think.
a red emblem of a skull with a line through it.
No,
So
yeah.
I think it's,
That would probably put me into my
yeah,
early grave. That would
that's
work.
no,
Mm.
don't do it. And then there's a
Mm.
ghost pepper nacho cheese.
No, that's hot too. Ghost pepper. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I would stay with the peach, but
The word mild is appealed to me almost as much as the word peach.
but yeah, Mrs. Renfro, she's got a bunch of stuff in here on
Okay,
the Amazon
I'll
page.
definitely check it out. I already ordered from Amazon today, so maybe over the weekend I'll order something.
Now, do you do the Prime so you get free shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do too.
I've been
And
ordering.
there's something supposed to have happened. Prime
Mhm.
members are supposed to be able to get to the music thing for free or something.
I
Google
don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll Google it. Okay,
Anyway,
guy, I'm gonna run on, and you go ahead and have a beautiful day. What's the high gonna be out in Washington State?
51.
That's not bad. That's good.
No, it's cool.
It's cool,
The one
literally.
I hate is when the dogs got to go out in the morning and do their business.
Mhm. And it's really
I
cold out.
I don't know how dogs' feet work, but I would think that this concrete has got to be pretty dang bolt of lightning wake you up when you step on it barefooted. You know what I
Well,
mean?
my niece puts little booties on her dog.
Oh yeah, they make little booties like what is it? I did
That's hilarious.
Iditarod dog sled race. You ever follow that?
No.
They put special boots on their dogs and pulling the dog sled so that they don't have bloody feet from all the ice and snow and stuff.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's quite a science.
Wow. Okay. I'll check it out on YouTube.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Guy. I
Take
appreciate
care.
it. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Always fun when Guy drops by. You can drop by as well. I do Bull City Hangout every weekday starting at noon, then Saturdays at 10 a.m. So anyway, I think that is pretty much it. Share this out so that more people can know what's happening. It's going to go up to I think it's 64. Let me check my phone. I'm sure it's let's see. Well, it's like 64 right now. It's going up to 70. So have a beautiful day. Take a walk if you can, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.